I talked to Erik Prince a couple of times today. He tells me he, quote, never, ever represented himself as a member of the Trump transition, didn't set up a back channel, didn't lie to Congress, and Adam Schiff just has his feelings hurt. Plus, as you might remember, he testified about this meeting a couple of months ago. Prince is a Trump donor, founder of Blackwater, and brother to Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. He says he went to the Seychelles back in January 2017 for a business meeting with the leader of the United Arab Emirates, and while there, spent 30 minutes with Kirill Dmitriev, a Russian businessman with close ties to Moscow. The Washington Post reports, quote, a witness cooperating with special counsel Robert Mueller told investigators the meeting was set up in advance so that a representative of the Trump transition could meet with an emissary from Moscow to discuss future relations between the countries. Prince denies this, saying it's a circular argument. Quote, if the left's fantasy of collusion is true, why does a meeting 2 months after the election matter at all? And he continued, his meeting with the Russian businessman only touched on U.S. relations with Russia. Prince said at that meeting, if Stalin and Roosevelt could come together to defeat Nazi fascism, then Putin and Trump could come together to defeat Islamic fascism. That, Prince claims, was the end of the conversation. And he says he hasn't talked to that Kremlin-connected banker since. Today, Democrats pounced on reports that Lebanese-American businessman George Nader told the special counsel he was at the meeting, referring to Prince's earlier testimony. Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell told CNN he never gave the name George Nader. If he, meaning Prince, met with George Nader, he lied under oath. Not so fast, says Prince. He tells me that he told the committee he met with UAE advisors, of which Nader was one at that meeting. Now, back to Adam Schiff. Today, he said he wanted Prince to come back and testify about all of this, Sandra. I asked Prince if he would. He said there's just no need and that Schiff is just grasping at straws and has his feelings hurt because Prince, quote, scolded the Intel committee for leaking classified information about him. Sandra?
Leland Vitter, thank you for those breaking details.